Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this football season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projection for a wide variety of statistics, and place your entry. It's as easy as that. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps. Easy gameplay, quick withdrawals, and an enormous selection of players and stat options are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Ready to test your skills? Join the Prize Picks community of more than 7 million football fans who have already signed up. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/get100 and use code GET100. That's code GET100 at prizepicks.com/get100 for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Audio log entry number 6. It's been a few months since my last entry. Not really sure why I'm keeping these at all. Old habits, I guess. In between being chased by immortal creatures, I've popped back in from time to time to check in on April, Joe, and Mike. Mike is the kid that I visited at the end of my last audio log, by the way. I'm happy to report that Mike's parents are currently undergoing treatment with an eye towards familial reconciliation. In the meantime, Mike's mental health and social empathy have vastly improved while staying with a new guardian. Mike's therapist urged them to take responsibility for the pain they inflicted on Joe and many others, something which Mike is still in the process of doing. Joe had a difficult time forgiving Mike for all of the bullying, but the spring semester brought new distractions that pushed the old pain far from his mind. He seems much lighter these days without the constant pressure of online harassment weighing him down. It's nice to see. More people have been calling me these days. A stepfold starts pulsing and they call out my true name, and off I go to hear their prayers. Weird, right? I still can't talk to them directly, though. But I know I'm close. I've gotten stronger the more that I've helped people. The more that they call to me, the faster and farther I can go. The immortals have stopped chasing me. I'm not even sure when it happened. There were just fewer and fewer of them until one day they just stopped altogether. I know that I should probably feel relieved about that, but I find it unsettling. Like, what if this is the calm before the storm? What if they're out there planning something, some way to work against me, to steal the stone and... the stone! Why didn't I think of this before? Ages ago, back when Sarah the undercover angel went back to heaven, she said there was a human soul on heaven's throne, with the mark of the trickster. The person who stole God's stone had to be in league with Whiskey Jack. And they're probably still there waiting for me. Duh. Okay. Time to go visit the pearly gates.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this football season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projection for a wide variety of statistics, and place your entry. It's as easy as that. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps. Easy gameplay, quick withdrawals, and an enormous selection of players and stat options are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Ready to test your skills? Join the Prize Picks community of more than 7 million football fans who have already signed up. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/get100 and use code GET100. That's code GET100 at prizepicks.com/get100 for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Hasn't changed much from that video I watched. Do I really want to take the same long walk that Sarah did? And risk getting mobbed? No, thank you. I should just fold step to the throne room's front door. Okay. This is where the video cut out last time. I have no idea what the inside looks like. There don't seem to be any guards around, so at least there's that. Is it weird that I'm nervous? I can sense the laptop inside from here, even with the door still closed. God's still in there, playing with a little RPG world. Wow, that's a lot of ducks. Okay, suck it up, Skyler, and just open the door. Here goes.
Took you long enough.
Grandpa? What are you doing here?
What does it look like? I'm making sure God's virtual world doesn't crash due to his strange obsession with ducks.
Oh, I can fix that.
Neat trick, kiddo. Wish I could just wave my hand and make technical problems disappear.
Grandpa, what are you really doing here?
What I've always done. Pave the way for future generations.
I'd forgotten how infuriatingly similar you are to Whiskey Jack. Wait... You're not secretly him in disguise, are you?
If I was, would I tell you? Relax, Beanpole. Whiskey Jack is currently in L.A. Nope. And don't. Wait. Okay, now he's in hell. The town in Michigan, not the afterlife. That fellow sure gets around.
Grandpa, will you please tell me what the heck is going on?
Well, that's easy. You're becoming a god.
I am what?
Come on, kiddo. You've got a shiny godstone, you've got supernatural powers, you've got faithful followers who offer up prayers. Well, on one planet at least.
I'm a god?
You're a god.
So those two sisters I met on that mountain?
Gods, and allies to boot. Now, have we picked up the thread of this conversation yet, or do I need to keep going? Because if you're unable to move beyond the god thing, we'll be stuck here for literally eons.
Right, the sisters. Atabe said they had a plan. What am I supposed to be doing?
Exactly what you've been doing, except more. Why have you been stuck on this specific Earth? You have access to literally all of space, time, and reality. Honestly, I'm slightly embarrassed that my own grandkid didn't immediately go to Jupiter or Mars or leave the Milky Way altogether.
Sorry.
Don't be. Everyone's got to trip and fall before they learn how to walk, gods included. But right now you're vulnerable, Sky. You need to increase your power by growing your following. Keep helping the living as much as you can. The stronger you become, the louder your voice will be until it reaches even the ears of the living. And when you're strong enough to create, maintain, and use a form that protects you from the law of revelation, Whiskey Jack will find you. Until then, just explore. Looks like you're being summoned.
A prayer?
Go and get him, Skyler.
Thanks, Grandpa. I will. This show was made possible in part by our Kickstarter backers, Apocalypse Cowboy on Twitter, Stephen LaFon from the Whichever Path podcast, Dwayne Farver, and 1985 the podcast by Cherie Madewell. Special thanks to our muses on Patreon, Daniel and Olivia. Thank you so much for believing in us. If you'd like to support the show, consider becoming a patron. You can also support the show by rating, subscribing, and sharing with others. Sharing is caring, after all. Stick Shift Incorporated was written, produced, and set in Vancouver, BC, which is the unceded shared traditional territories of the Coast Salish peoples, including the territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. This episode featured the voices of Ryan Bowie and Ditrie Marie Bowie. Music for the show was composed by Anthony Luis Sanchez. If you'd like to hear more of his work, visit anthonyluissanchez.com or subscribe to his YouTube channel, Molto Rubato 88. Want more Stick Shift Incorporated? The story doesn't stop here. Tune in to the Microphones and Monsters podcast at microphonesandmonsters.com. Listen to episode 64 to find out what Skyler gets up to next. The arc itself starts on episode 63. Episode 63 goes live on October 12th, 2020. Stick Shift Incorporated is a Microphones and Monsters production. You can find Stick Shift Incorporated wherever podcasts are found, or at stickshift.com. That's stickshift.com. You can also find other great Microphones and Monsters podcasts at mikesandmonsters.com. That's mikesandmonsters.com. Don't forget to check out our Patreon as well at www.patreon.com/mikesandmonsters. That's patreon.com/mikesandmonsters.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this football season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projection for a wide variety of statistics, and place your entry. It's as easy as that. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps. Easy gameplay, quick withdrawals, and an enormous selection of players and stat options are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Ready to test your skills? Join the Prize Picks community of more than 7 million football fans who have already signed up. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/get100 and use code GET100. That's code GET100 at prizepicks.com/get100 for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.